I like these little timers. They take the place of a wall switch for a light or a fan. Really good for a fan in a bathroom, but really anywhere you want to control the interval. It even has a repeat function, so you can have it come on for like 5 minutes every day, you know, in 24 hours. It'll do the same thing again. That's really strange. I've never even tried to use that. And then just a crude on off. But the rest of these, you know, give you the time specified. Perfect for a fan, like a bathroom fan. Or anything else. I've got one on my soldering iron on the workbench. I got one that had real long periods on it that I used to have in the bathroom. And I moved it out here to the workbench. It's a soldering iron timer because it's got longer periods on it. This one had shorter periods, so I bought this one for the bathroom to replace that one. I had one in my bathroom in Twin Lake too. I really got used to using them. They're handy. Of course, you can still get mechanical ones with just a crank knob on the front too. So these keys will give you the time specified in on time, or you've got an on-off button, just a plain on-off. And you've got this oddball repeat function, so I guess if you 5 minutes and repeat, it'll do it today, then it'll do it in 24 hours at the same time. I'll have to try that sometime. I haven't really explored that too much. I was kind of surprised to see a regular circuit board inside, so maybe I can fix it, I thought. I've already started poking around at it. I don't think the relay's gone. It just died out of the blue. It's always worked, and then all of a sudden it just didn't work this morning. They don't light up or anything. You know, they usually light up when you touch them. The on-off doesn't flash. It doesn't seem to light it up at all. I checked the other one I got. So I'm trying to see what could be wrong. I've kind of gone through the diodes. They're kind of back-to-back. There's got a pair back-to-back and a pair here back-to-back. So they kind of, you measure the 0.5 the one way, you know, or 0.6. And then the other way, I get 3 volts basically, which is probably the limit of my meter, pretty much. So I don't really see or smell anything smoked on this. Kind of wondering what the deal is. I'm wondering if this, I'll have to look at what this guy is. If it's a regulator or just a transistor. It's probably going to be a 5-volt regulator. And that's probably what's gone wrong. Because I think this thing needs, you know, to control the brains must all be on the board, really. For the timing and all that. All be in this module. And probably I'll find out that there's no 5 volts on this module. And it probably has to make 5 volts 24 hours, even when it's not on, just to keep the keys alive, I'm kind of guessing. So it probably keeps this little guy fired up all the time. Let's see if that's even what it is. Did I even do that? Anyways, let me look with my eyeballs. Looks like 59014. So maybe a tiny 14-volt regulator? That's an odd choice. Maybe this relay is a 12-volt relay. Yeah, it is. Yeah, they used so they wouldn't have so much current going. They used a 12-volt relay. So it's a 14-volt circuit. Very interesting. I guess at this point I'm going to have to heat it up, put some power on it, and make sure I watch my fingers not get zapped. And now it seems to work. But I don't know what I fixed. Something's intermittent in here somewhere. I'm going to unplug it before I do an electro boom thing here. All the soldering in this board looks really good. It's like an A+ job. I can't fault any of it. And this little board, I guess I'm not going to take apart. I guess I'll make sure the connector is clean and tight. I don't know what else to do. I don't see anything loose or anything suspect. I don't really want to take this little board apart. I would if it was scrap, but I'll probably never get this little thing back together. And it's only worth so much effort anyway, because it's like 10 or 11 bucks, I think, for one of these. I'll have to look. So I reseated the connector on the little jumper there to the top board. I've also moved the regulator so that its head is not going to be just floating next to this plastic. It's going to be pushing against this metal. Maybe that'll dissipate a little heat. I'm trying to wonder, it sits right next to a dimmer, so it's not like a cool spot that it's in. It was a really hot day yesterday. I do air condition, but this is connected to the wall basically, and so it might be getting attic heat in the wall. I don't know. Speculation. We'll see if this makes any better. Like I said, I got the regulator against the metal so it can dissipate some heat maybe. I'm just going to throw it back together and try it. What I'll probably do is order a second one, a spare, for either future project or a replacement for one of these if one of these ever die again. And this is the one I have set up on my workbench for plugging my soldering irons into, so I don't leave soldering irons on indefinitely.